Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. Tonight we're beginning a brand new Spectre Operations campaign entitled Conflict Dubalah. The first mission in this campaign is called Operation Gadget. Background: when Dubalah fell, the most immediate concern was the country's nuclear stockpile. Thankfully, before the chaos engulfed the nation, the government hired Shadow Spear International to secure the nuclear sites. When the fall did come, these men, with the help of US air power, were able to hold all the sites from repeated terrorist attack, and the situation has since stabilized. But treachery and corruption are always a threat. Situation: through informants, we have learned a highly respected army officer and family member of the Prime Minister is a traitor. He is planning to attend a meeting with OTP leadership. Prime Minister Rashid El-Hafiz would like to know the purpose of this meeting. It has been discovered the meeting will occur tonight, deep in the Al Hassan district, a section of the capital that is sympathetic to the terrorists. Enemy forces. Enemy forces on site consist of 10 to 15 sentries and foot patrols. They are aware and are there to secure the meeting site. Colonel Murad will be arriving to the meeting via vehicle on a random table edge on turn 5 and will most likely be escorted by a cell of FOS operators. FOS are the Fangs of the Serpent, former special forces who sided with the OTP when the war started. The enemy will be armed with small arms and will probably not have night vision. One technical with Dushka is positioned in front of the meeting place. Primary characters for the enemy are Salim Al-Salam, professional sergeant, second in command of OTP. He is armed with assault rifle, pistol, grenades, comms, and long-range comms. Colonel Murad, professional commander, armed with pistol and long-range comms. Each Fang of the Serpent operator is a professional soldier. Assault rifle, body armor, comms, and frag grenade. And each militiaman is a militia soldier with an assault rifle, 1 DMR, 1 LMG. Friendly forces. Task Force Padilla. Each operator has body armor, night vision, silenced pistol with subsonic ammo, close combat weapon, comms, trauma kit, 1 each frag, smoke, and stun grenade. In command is Master Sergeant Greg Padilla with the red base. He is an elite sergeant. A silenced carbine, red dot, laser, scope, long-range comms, and a laser microphone. We also have Staff Sergeant Jens Kopke, elite operator. LMG with red dot, laser, and scope. He will have the blue base. Staff Sergeant John Baldwin, the yellow base, elite operator, silenced carbine, red dot, laser, scope, laser microphone. And finally, Staff Sergeant Nick Starkweather, green base, elite operator, silenced SMG, subsonic ammo, red dot, and laser. And these guys are all patrons of ours, old guard, so thanks to you guys. Hopefully I don't get you killed tonight, or Andre, whoever plays you. And now we'll move on to the mission itself. Mission: Task Force Padilla must perform a night infiltration to the target building and set up the listening device to record the meeting between OTP Second in Command Salim Al-Salam and corrupt Army Officer Colonel Murad. Upon conclusion of the meeting, Task Force Padilla must extract. If they are detected at any point, they are to eliminate the enemy VIPs if possible and extract. Airstrikes are not allowed as this is an inhabited area. To record the conversation, a member of Task Force Padilla with a laser microphone must set up within line of sight of the meeting. They must pass 2 command tests to gather enough intel from the meeting. Once the meeting starts, it will last 4 turns. So if Task Force Padilla wins, they learn valuable information about a possible warhead for money plot. Stopping that meeting while in progress will result in the capture of high-ranking OTP and Army officers and give the population a huge boost in the government and confidence in the government. Operation Archangel will be a go when further evidence can be collected. If they lose, Salim Al-Salam and Colonel Murad are alerted and try to escape, and the hunt is on. But Task Force Padilla will be able to try to kill them. They will also be able to call in reinforcements if they choose to stay and fight. And if Murad and Salim Al-Salam decide to stay on the board and hole up in the target building, Task Force Padilla can call in the QRF, which is a squad of 10th Mountain Division soldiers who are on standby. Now we'll go over deployment. So the terrorists are going to be deployed as stated here, or as shown here. There's 3 foot patrols. We'll start with that. So we have a foot patrol here. We have a foot patrol here. We have a foot patrol on the edge over there. That foot patrol and this foot patrol are just going to do a circle around the board. They're going to move 6 inches every time. Once they're alerted, they can react. This foot patrol here, it's going to move to here, and they're going to move down this way. Once they get here, they're going to roll randomly to see whether they go left or right. All the stationary sentries on buildings, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I'm going to roll a scatter die every turn, or every terrorist movement phase, and that's going to determine which way that they're going to be facing for that turn. We have 2 guys here, 1 guy in the Dushka in the truck. They're not going to move. And inside the building here, we have Salim Al-Salam himself there on the cell phone. He's got 2 guys with him. They're just going to stand there and wait for Colonel Murad. As far as the operators go, they're going to be able to deploy on any board edge that they like and any configuration that they want. So they can all come in together, they come in individually, and come in teams of 2. However the Delta player wants to do. All the terrorists on the board are alert. They are here to secure the meeting, so they are on the lookout. It is nighttime, however, so they do not have great vision at night. They have no night vision whatsoever. They can still spot the operators. If an operator moves within 24 inches of their field of vision, the terrorists will roll a D6. On a 6, they spot them and they're compromised. They'll sound the alarm in the normal way. If they're within 12 inches of an enemy or a terrorist, it's a 3+. So I'm going to make a rule that says if the operators move tactically, they can't be spotted unless they're within 12. So they can move tactically beyond 12 and not be spotted. If they're attempting to move up these floors here on any of these ruins, they are not going to be able to move tactically. They will move their agility score 5, but they're going to be scrambling up, and they will be spottable if they're moving up in these ruins, which they're more than likely going to have to do if they come in over there or over here, because to get a laser beam from the microphone into here, they're going to have an elevated position. If the operators are detected and the alarm is sounded, all the VIPs and the FOS operators will load their vehicles and drive away and go into hiding in the city. At that point it's on, and everyone will bum rush the operators and try and take them out. And that's the point where the Delta commander is going to have to decide if he wants to stay and try to finish the mission and kill Murad and the second in command over there, and call in the 10th Mountain Division QRF and maybe try to capture them alive, or just ensure that they die, or maybe just extract outright, just so they don't take any casualties. And hopefully they've collected some intel by then. If not, then the mission is a complete failure and we don't know what the meeting was about, but the people in the meeting will be alerted that we know that they were meeting, and it could change the entire war. So it's kind of an important operation here. This is a highly unusual meeting between supposed army loyalists and OTP terrorists. So based on how this mission goes, there's a couple of branches it could take. If they do decide to call in the QRF, we'll move into a mission on the same board called Long Time No See. And that's where the 10th Mountain Division QRF arrives to help the Task Force Padilla either extract or capture or kill the VIPs. There's another branch that if the Delta wins and just collects the data or the intel and is not compromised at all, we'll move into a totally different mission. And then there's even a third branch called Sweep and Clear, and there's 2 versions of that as well, depending on various outcomes of this mission. So first things first though, Task Force Padilla is going to have to get in here. They're going to have to find a high enough vantage point to get their laser microphones pointed down into that courtyard there, see what these 2 guys are talking about, get the intel back, have it analyzed, and decide what they're going to do from there. So that's it for the briefing. So I think I've done this mission several times. I just did a live stream of it last night, a test. So I'm quite familiar with it from the Delta side, but Andre hasn't done it. So I think it might be kind of interesting to let Andre take the first crack at it, see how he does. If he fails, I'll take a crack at it. If one of us happens to win the mission, then that person will move on as Delta. I don't necessarily think it'll be for the rest of the campaign, because we can switch off. Because frankly, it can get kind of boring being the terrorist player, and I don't think one person's going to want to be the terrorist the entire time. So we'll switch off, and we'll base that on, I guess, the last mission, how that went. So, but tonight we'll definitely do, well, I can't say definitely, because this could be a very fast mission. If we can get in and get out, it can go quite quick. If we're detected and a long firefight ensues and reinforcements arrive, it could stretch out a little bit. So we'll just see how we'll play it by ear. If it goes fast enough, we'll switch sides. If not, maybe we'll just play just this one and the Long Time No See second part of this one tonight, and then we'll move on. The next time we play, we'll move on to the next mission. So again, that's it for the briefing. I don't want to ramble on too long here, so we'll go ahead and get started. Andre's arrived. I briefed him. He's going to be playing the Delta operators first, and we will begin the game, and the operators will have the initiative. So we finished turn one. Andre brought all of his operators in here. So we got Padilla with the red base. We got Kopke with his LMG with the blue base. We got Starkweather with the green base and his SMG with subsonic ammo. And we got Baldwin here with a carbine. Terrorist-wise, these guys just moved up. He did not get within light or sound of them, which would have been 4 inches. He decided to stay back a little bit because this guy up here didn't want to get within 16, because then he would be in the first range interval and he could hear their shooting. He faced that way. He's looking this way. He's looking that way. He's looking that way. He's looking that way. And then the foot patrols just moved up. So now it'll be turn 2. So let's go ahead and roll initiative now, Andre.
Turn 2, or do we get to do shooting?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, shooting. Okay, it's a formality. But go ahead, man. Operators in the back of unsuspecting terrorists.
So shooting guys in the back, and how many dice am I rolling here?
Well, let's just see here. So you got 2 for these guys with the carbines. You got 3 for him. So the carbines are 2 shots. You're on 8s because you got 6 shooting skill. Okay. You have a +1 for the laser. You got a +1 for the red dot. So you're at 8, and I'm at a 2. Okay. So if you roll a 1, or if you roll a 2 or less, I could. No, I can only get an 8. So I can't even block you at all. So they're just dead.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're just instantly killed. Goodbye. Now roll for initiative here. So I have the initiative. So we both have the same command. Salim Al-Salam he's a professional sergeant with a 5, and so is Padilla. So it's just a straight roll off to see who gets. All right. So he moved up. He just combat sprinted up here. He's aiming for that door there. terrorist facing that way. He went that way. He turned back this way. That guy looked that way. They just moved. He's looking that way. He's looking this way. He's looking that way.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, so it's just all quiet. It's nighttime. You know, we're just waiting for the van. It's turn 2, about to be turn 3. We're skipping over the command phase and all that because we just don't have any commands to do. So we're just going to go straight into movement pretty much every time. Now initiative. So Andre gets so Padilla and his boys just moved up to the 2nd floor. They're just going to move up a floor per turn. And then he faced this way. He faced that way. He faced that way. He faced that way. Really, like Andre said, it doesn't matter too much at this point. What the hell?
Too much. Ooh, can you beat that?
Yeah.
Oh, you stole the
So
initiative.
Padilla moved up to the 3rd floor. He actually turned back this way. So where are we going to say they're going to pop out? I guess that's
Usually if the,
right in the middle, right? That's kind
we
of
always call it in the middle
Yeah.
if there's no obvious...
okay. And then he's faced that way. Again, facing at this point doesn't matter really until he comes out. And we'll just go ahead and keep going. So moving on to turn 4 here. You got it.
when it matters.
When it matters. That's right, because you're on the 3rd floor. So you could pop out now. So we'll just do this real quick. He's popped up right here. This guy's like, holy shit. He sees him. Actually, I have to roll 3+ to even see you. Because you're within 12. I don't even see you. Oh,
Wow.
What is that?
We are good.
But he's going to kill him
We
anyway.
are good.
Okay, that's his moves. Now we'll do the terrorist movement. And actually, no, I'm sorry. We had some other guys that could try to spot as well.
Yeah.
So these guys, they're all within 24. So on a 6, we actually spot these guys here. So we'll start with him. This guy. This guy. Nope. This guy. Wait. Can he even see? I should probably check that. I did roll a 6. We'll see if he's kind of realistically in line of sight. Andre's moved tactically. And the rule says if you're more than 12, you can't be seen. These guys can't be seen. If they
And that
move
would
tactically.
explain better how that guy didn't see them.
Yeah, because they're just creeping up, poking their head out. And so now we will do the terrorist. He's killed that guy. He didn't stand a chance. So we'll move on to turn 4 here. You guys, we've decided we've surpassed the turn where the van should come in. We've counted up moves by the operators, and it turns out we're on turn 6. So he actually moved up here. Actually, he should probably move again, Andre. Another 16.
I was going to say the van hasn't moved yet, so it's
The van
on
moved in
16 now.
12 on turn 5, and then he's going to move another 16. So we rolled randomly. Van came in over there. Otherwise, what do we got here? Padilla and Kopke they moved tactically to the back, and then Baldwin and Starkweather moved. They're moving downstairs, so they're on the 3rd floor here, 2nd floor. Other than that, the only notable terrorist movement. These guys rolled randomly. They took a right. And then this guy's actually facing directly towards them, but they did move tactically, so they can't be spotted. And then he's actually within their sight too, but they move tactically, so they can't be spotted. And now we will go ahead and roll up initiative again.
A tie.
Beat that. Okay.
Oh,
I think you got it.
bit.
All right. So now it is turn 7.
Hey, watch this. They sit tactically.
Sit tactically. Tactical sitting.
And they tactically move down a floor, and I'm done.
Okay, we'll move all the terrorists and move on to the next turn as the van will move again towards the fangs of the serpent have made it. Fangs of the serpent just spread out to secure the meeting area. Colonel Murad has gotten out. He's now talking to Salim al-Salam. And we're on the next turn now. This guy faced that way. He faced away. It's the only 2 guys that really have a chance to see. You didn't move them, I don't think.
Oh, you're correct. So do they just come all the way down to here, or do they go random again?
We'll just say they go random at this intersection here
Well,
again.
they're here, and next turn they can randomly decide.
Okay. So we're going to move on to the next turn already. So now we start a countdown where he's going to be there for 4 turns. So you have 4 turns to try to collect the data. So you got it again. So now the command phase actually means something. You have to try to pass a command with Padilla and his laser microphone. You do. So that's 1 turn down.
Okay.
So you got to get 1 more, and then you can start the exfiltration.
And these guys are now on the bottom floor.
Okay, it's now movement phase, and they're just going to move down, and
Everybody
terrorists.
else is gonna do their
So
thing.
terrorist movement wise, the only thing that matters is this guy faced back over here, so they might be able to see them if they get lucky. If he doesn't move tactically, he moved that way. And Murad and Salim al-Salam are still talking. Now we have the initiative as the terrorists. What is that going to do for us? I have no command, so go ahead and do your commands.
I command speak, and I shall record.
Padilla, use the mic, boys. Okay, so Padilla's used the mic. He's passed the test. They have enough intel. They're like, holy shit, they're going to sell a nuke to the OTP. And now it is...
Your movement.
Alright, so Padilla and Kopke, they just moved back towards the hole. These guys moved over here to the bodies. They're going to drag them out of the way. These guys are still on the move this way. They'll be here in a few turns. They're going to be within range of these guys. So Andre can either take them out when they show up, or he can drag the bodies out, wait for them to pass, and exfil. Terrorist-wise, he's still facing this way. They move tactically though, so it don't matter. They're still over there talking, and that's that. So go ahead and roll for initiative. You got it again. So Padilla and Kopke, they're down here now. Baldwin and Starkweather have dragged the bodies of the two dead terrorists into
No,
here.
that is incorrect. We drove them around this direction, avoiding that sentry over there.
Yeah, who is now facing that direction. And so the two sentries that matter right now are both facing over there.
But we do have 24-inch line of sight to the
Yeah, so they could have
doorway.
spotted from over here.
But we moved through first.
Moved before we moved. Yes. Yeah. So you were able to drag them in. And in one turn, at the next turn, the VIPs are going to start leaving the area. And that's it. So let's see who gets initiative here. So you got initiative again.
Yay.
So now Task Force Padilla is all on the bottom. And everyone from the meeting, Salim al-Salam and his two guys got in the technical, and Colonel Murad and the Fangs of the Serpent got into the van. And that's it.
Yeah,
That's a
you
tie
thought
from
I
hell.
couldn't get under that.
You got me.
Woohoo!
So I guess you could just move off the board now, right? Pretty much.
I guess we can just tactically come off, yeah.
Are you all within 5 of the edge?
No. So 2 of us could move off tactically, and the other 2 can.
Okay. So
And then
half the
terrorists
operators
will
were moved off. The other half are ready to move off. Salim al-Salam and his 2 guys just drove up. Colonel Murad drove off. So they have the intel. Everyone's departing the meeting. This should be the end
We
of the
actually
game.
have the intel off the board. We've got the initiative. We just
Yep.
moved off the.
All right, so it is a successful infiltrate, record, and exfil from by Task Force Padilla. So good job, Andre. The very first try. It took me 5 tries to do it. Of course, I was trying to do it in.
You were trying to make it difficult.
I was doing it a little bit harder, yeah. Just getting a little bit closer to them just to make it more interesting. But like I said at the beginning, if it goes fast, we'll try it again. So what we'll do now is we'll switch sides. I will take over Task Force Padilla, and I will come in on one of these sides to still see if I can maybe make it a little more interesting. But as far as the campaign goes, Task Force Padilla has succeeded. They've gathered intelligence. They found out there's a nuke for money transfer about to happen between an army trader and the Order of the True Prophet terrorist organization. And the next few missions are going to be based around corroborating that evidence and stopping another meeting where they're going to do the handoff. So for now, what we'll do is we'll reset and we'll come back, and I will be the operators and Andre will take over. So now I've taken over. I'm going to come in on this side and see if I can get up here and collect the data. So I moved in. I keep saying data. It's intel. Where I work, it's data. Here, I gotta collect the data at the river. Yeah. Anyway, so they moved in tactically. The main guy was worried about Tim, but he actually looked that way. These guys moved around. I moved tactically though, so they don't get a chance to roll. And that's it. And I had initiative. So now Andre and I will. Oh, you forgot to move these guys. Let's move them around like that. Okay. Woohoo. Let's roll it.
Oh,
So,
you beat me.
I got the initiative. I probably, I could have taken a shot actually at this guy right at the last turn, but I decided not to because when I did a test playthrough, I actually fired a bunch of stuff at him and I only wounded him. And it was turn 1 and that was it. I got detected because I couldn't kill that guy. So I decided not to shoot at him. He's not looking. If he would have faced my direction, I definitely would have taken him out. But at this point, there's no reason. So we'll go ahead and skip the command phase, another no commands, and we're going to move. I've moved up here. So remember, if I move up in the ruins, I cannot move tactically. So anyone facing me within 24 can try to see me. So we got one guy within 24, another guy here, these two guys. So we got 4 chances to roll a 6.
I'm going to roll them separate because it matters.
Okay, yeah, because so that was that guy. So that guy over there. So that guy sees him, all right. Those other 2 guys. So the only one that spotted him was this guy. So basically I have to take him out in the combat phase. I had initiative, so I actually get to shoot first. If they would have had initiative, you could have, it would have been over. But as it stands now, I have a chance to take you out. So now we'll just continue the terrorist movement phase. All right, so these guys actually moved up, and they can actually see these 2 guys who did not move tactically. So let's see if they spot them. I don't think it matters too much. At this point, I'm compromised. Got too many eyes on. Well, only one.
Well, that's still 2 eyes.
Yeah, we got 2 eyes on us. The problem
Literally
is,
too many eyes.
the problem is, the 16-inch range interval with the suppressed carbine. These guys are all within 16. So as soon as I fire a carbine from Padilla to try to take him out, they're going to hear. Now I could take out 2 more guys with suppressed weapons, but there's 3 left. The last weapon I have is an unsuppressed M249, and obviously the second he fires, everyone's going to know we're here. So I'm going to be detected by somebody this turn. So now I got to figure out what do I want to do to try to salvage this. Definitely going to take some guy. I can take all 4 out. I'm gonna get detected anyway, so I might as well fire the machine gun, right?
You just wanted an excuse to fire the machine gun.
I love the MT49, man. Love that thing. Don't like cleaning it, but I like shooting it.
Well, you shoot it, you gotta clean it.
It's not as bad when you're not shooting blanks. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so now I got to decide how am I going to do this. So I can take out these 2 guys with them. I can use probably the machine gun to take out him, and I'll use Padilla and his carbine to take him out. So I'll take all these guys out, but that's going to raise the alarm. At that point, the guys in the van are just going to be called by Salim al-Salam and say, don't, abort, abort, don't come in. And this mission has completely changed to something totally different now. So we'll go ahead and figure out. So we'll start off here. Starkweather, he's going to fire at this guy with his SMG. So he's an 8 with his all of his attachments and everything. We're going to give him -3 because we're shooting through all this just rubble and stuff. So I'm at 5. Andre's at 2. If I roll a 1, so you can still beat this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can beat a 2. That's a 7. Yeah, you can.
Okay. So the first 2, no.
Fail.
Second 2,
fail. So he's dead. All right. So he's just dead from 2 shots. So now Baldwin's going to take a shot at the other guy. He only gets 2 shots, but he's still getting 8. So he's still at a 5. Might be able to beat that 2. No.
and
8. So actually you tied that one. So you were hit once. Let's see if he's killed. Need a 4 up. No, he's not killed. He's just wounded. Let's see if it's incapacitated. He's not. He's just screaming.
wounded.
That's not good.
Ouch.
So we weren't able to take out the 2 terrorists here with them. I'm going to have to finish him off. So let me finish him off with Padilla. Yeah, so you can't beat that, so he's dead. So that's two hits on him. And then finally, we're going to have Kopke is going to unload with his M249 at this guy here. 3 shots. Yeah, you can't do that.
That's that.
But all hell is broken loose. Everyone knows we're here. And I guess now what we'll do is we'll try to see if maybe we can capture El Salim Al Salam or kill him. That would be something. I mean, the number 2 from these organizations always gets killed, right? Isn't that he's always the guy that dies, right? The most dangerous job in the world, number 2 of an international terrorist organization. All right, let's roll for initiative.
Don't these guys get to shoot?
Yeah, you can try. I don't know if you can hit me or not. Let's calculate up. These 2 are going to shoot. This guy's going to shoot. These guys are going to shoot 1 shot. They're not going auto, so they're going to be at 0. 2 5s. Oh boy, that's not good. So we'll give 1 on to Padilla.
He's all right.
Got it. And then Kocky.
He's all right.
But we take 2 suppression, which nah, who cares?
Okay, this dude here.
Okay. Oh
4.
boy, who are you shooting at here? Padilla. We got it.
And what about the sniper?
He's more than 24, so he can't shoot.
I can't see.
It's nighttime, yeah. He doesn't have any night vision.
Okay.
So we did take 2 a suppression, but being elites doesn't really matter. That guy will turn around now, though. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's roll initiative. Thanks, Andre.
You're welcome. I'm here for you.
Yeah, you got it. All right, so now it's terrorist. Andre's not going to do any commands, but I am. Task Force Mountain, Task Force Mountain. We need your help. No, we failed. Sorry, you're coming in broken and retarded. All right, so
BNR. BNR.
It's movement. So Salim Al Salam and his boys all went into there to hide. They just moved up to here. Truck moved up. He's looking this way. Actually, not having the initiative this time actually helped me because once the truck moved up, I was able to move out of the way of the 50 cal.
And drop down out of
and
sight.
drop off of here. So
Yeah.
we all move tactically, except those guys. They can't move tactically down. Otherwise, these guys moved up behind the barrier, and he's ready. So the only ones that really have line of sight are now the same 2. Everyone over here. We're pretty much out of line of sight because of these connexes from everyone over there. So it's now combat phase.
So we're firing first.
You are firing first.
So I got 4 shots.
And who are you going to shoot with first?
I'll shoot with these dudes first.
So if you do 2 shots, you'll be at a -1 because you're shooting rapid fire. So you'd be
So
at
we start here?
He's going to fire at Kocky. 0 against 3.
Ooh, 1 miss, 1 potential
Wait,
hit.
I thought you were shooting 1 shot at each.
I am.
Oh, you're doing both at the same time. Okay. All right, so you're at 6. I'm at a 3.
Yep.
So I need to
Don't
roll
get a 1 or a 2.
I need to roll a 3+, baby. Boom! Wow, we don't care.
Don't care at all.
Take a couple suppression though.
Okay, this dude up here, he's gonna say no. That
Suppression,
dude
though.
over there, he's gonna say no.
And those are all at these 2 guys
Yeah.
here. So they're up to 4 suppression now, which still isn't enough to make them test. And that's it for yours. So now it is the first. We're gonna have Kocky fire at this guy here. So we're gonna be within first range interval. Yada yada yada. We're gonna say -3. So it's 8. So 5s against 2s. So that's a 9. You can't beat that, but you could beat these 2.
Nope.
So he's dead. This guy's just wiped out. He takes 3 suppression, but he's probably going to be dead, hopefully, if Padilla can nail his ass. Yeah,
Yep.
they're just dead. So we're going to have to have Starkweather. Man, it's going to be a long shot, but he's going to fire at him. So how far away is he?
That's
More than
about
20?
20.
If he's more than 20, it's the 3rd range interval.
We are looking at 21 and a half.
Okay, so he's 3rd range interval. So he's at 6, 5, 4. We'll say -2 because this is see-through.
Okay.
So he's at 2 against. So that's 2 against 2.
Ooh, 2 on a fair fight.
A fair fight.
What are you thinking, Travis?
Yeah, beat that.
Okay.
Start over here.
So starting with the 5,
Oh,
the 6,
No.
Oh, and the 2.
No.
Nothing to it.
But he does take 3 suppression, which means he needs to take a test. And his command is only a 2. He had to roll a 2 or less. No, so he is going to be suppressed. And he will lose these. But he's going to be at -2 shooting, I believe. So he's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for him to hit anything. And then over here, I got just one guy left, and that's Baldwin. And he's going to fire onto this guy here. So, shoot. It's going to be, man, he's going to be -3. Man, -3, so it's going to be 8, so 5s. So a 10, so on a, you could beat this one. I think you needed a 6.
Really?
No, I'm sorry, you're at a 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you beat that one. So on a 4+, he's dead though. Yeah, he's dead. So just took his head off. Man, okay. It's getting hot and heavy now. Let's roll initiative. Next turn. No! Terrorist initiative. So what we're going to do, we're going to start gathering dead terrorists, like these guys here. And we're going to start making squads off the table. And when they get to 6 guys or whatever, 4 we'll decide, kind of based on how it's going at the time. They'll start coming in on the opposite board edge. So terrorist
Rampage tried to
command.
put the Dishka in the truck on Overwatch, couldn't do it. He did wind up getting that guy at Overwatch and the sniper.
And I'm going to call 10th Mountain, boys. Task Force Mountain. Task Force Mountain. Do you read me? Gotcha, loud and clear. So 2 turns from now.
BNR?
They must have been sleeping in the tents. So 2 turns from now, Task Force Mountain will be coming in from this board edge. And you better maybe start thinking about getting Salim Al-Salam out of here.
Yeah.
And now his movement. Complete. So he backed the truck up. Salim Al-Salam and his 2 bodyguards came out. These guys moved up there. I just moved. I'm moving up towards the compound. I want to see if I can take out the number 2, just staying out of the way of the Dishka, which is he does have initiative. So hopefully I get the initiative on the next turn, then I can pop out and just start blasting. But that's it. So shooting phase. You got any shooting, Andre? I guess the only guy you can shoot is really this guy.
And he can't hit.
Oh, you're a
anything.
sniper. He was on Overwatch.
Yes, he is.
He could fire.
I guess he should do that.
It's going to be a 1 after all the modifiers against a 3. So go ahead, Andre.
Yeah, beat that.
I can't beat it. Take a suppression, which we don't care about. Now it is our shooting phase. And the only shot I really have is Kopke up here. Actually, he could shoot. He could have shot too.
He's at -2.
Yeah.
He can't. He's out of it.
He's at -5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's toast.
Yeah,
I'd
he's-
rather see him coming in out of reserve.
Yeah. So we got a 4-man squad building up off in reserve.
Building up or ready to come in.
All right. You can bring them in at 4 if you want. How about we say if you bring them in at 4, they're just regular guys, but if you wait till 6, you get a sergeant, which would make you leadership 3 instead of 2. So if you want to bring them in at 4, you can, but if you wait till 6, they'll actually have a sergeant.
Okay.
With the frag grenade. All right, so let's roll for initiative here. Damn, he got it again. Woo-hoo. I need the initiative. But first, to do that, I need to kill Salim Al-Salam, because he's the one that's given the terrorists such a good movement phase. They moved out. He brought in the 4-man squad over here, so no leader. These guys are all just kind of clustered here. I was able to get, again, not having the initiative is sort of helpful in this situation, as I was able to see where they were going to go, and I was able to get into positions out of line of sight. I did bring in Task Force Mountain, which is my squad with vehicle. These are professionals, professional soldiers, and professional sergeant in charge.
And we do have line of sight right down here, but he's going to actually get to fire at me first.
But you're over 24, so can I even see you?
We'll say yeah. I mean, we're arriving in force. We're not
Okay.
sneaking in here.
All right, I was just.
We're coming in with headlights blazing, man.
Nice.
So what do you have there? You got 2 assault rifles and 1 sniper. So what are you going to shoot first?
Shoot the 2 assault rifles.
All right, so I did break these down. So the squad leader and 1 fire team is here. The other fire team is here. And then we have a machine gun on the
I think I
Humvee.
got a cleaner shot on the sergeant's team.
Okay, so what are you shooting first?
The 2 rifles.
So it's going to be just 1 shot. You're in the probably second range interval. Are you more than 24?
Oh yeah. We're 29.
Actually, I guess you can't even see me because you're not within 24. So I would say if you
That's
were.
what I was asking.
Oh, I thought. No, I was thinking if you were within 24, you could see me, but yeah.
So yeah, it's nighttime. You're well out of 24.
And all these guys have night vision, body armor.
Yeah, but since you got your headlights on, we'll shoot the headlights.
Changed my mind. Kill the lights. So we'll just get to shoot now because he has no line of sight to anything and no shooting. So we're going to start off with the machine gun on the Humvee. Why not? So it'll be 2 against 2.
2 on 2. Okay, so I tied the 1.
Okay, and the 5.
Nope.
Failed that. Failed that. So sniper is killed. And now the rest of the boys are going to shoot. So we're going to just fire the. How about we fire the underbarrel grenade launcher?
That is one of your favorite weapons.
I love it. Okay, so we'll just fire the underbarrel grenade launcher and right against the wall right behind those guys. So I need an 8. I'm at a 5 second range, or actually 3rd range interval for the underbarrel. So I'm down 3. So I need a 5.
Got it.
I hit it. So anyone within 1 inch of the blast, which was going to be right about there. So
you might have hit those 2 guys.
they're just killed outright.
Hey, look, reinforcements.
It's beautiful, isn't it? And then no other shooting, so let's go right into initiative. So I need the initiative here, damn it. That was my chance.
4.
Damn.
1.
You got it again. Shoot. I need the initiative to pop out and actually start doing something. Oh well, I got Task Force Mountain appearing. They're going to just roll up this flank. So, command phase. Do you have any commands, Andre?
Could that be a grenade?
No.
We're not in the grenades yet.
You could throw a stun grenade.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
That's in the movement and tactical phase, though. This is the command phase.
So, probably not unless I was going on Overwatch, huh? But
That's really the only command you can do right now.
I don't really see that
Okay.
I've got any Overwatch.
Yeah, and I don't really have any commands either because I don't have any off-table assets or anything. So, movement and tactical. First thing you do, Salim Al Salam is going to hook a stun grenade right there. He needs a 6 to nail it. He
He
doesn't.
does not quite nail it.
So it's going to be a D6 scatter. So it's going to go 3 inches this way.
So 3 inches. So centered right there.
Right there, yeah. So we'll say you get these 2 guys, the green and the
Sweet.
blue.
Happy
So
days.
Starkweather and Kopke are stunned. And now the movement wise, Salam came out. This squad moved up. Everyone just kind of advanced. And I moved. Baldwin moved over. Padilla moved over. These guys are stunned. So Kopke was able to move an inch. He just moved an inch and got behind this Connex here. Task Force Mountain. They sprinted up. And the Humvee just drove up. And that is that. So combat, you got any shooting? So what do you have that has line of sight? Just these guys pretty much?
I don't know. Does this guy even have... I don't think he's got... No. Is that...
You could try to shoot the driver. That's kind of our forte around here.
I was going to say, I'm not sure he can...
Or you could try to shoot this guy, the gunner.
I can't see the gunner.
Okay.
I was gonna say, really, all I can see is this dude right here. That's all I can see.
All right.
It is a narrow gap, and that's the only dude in it.
Okay, so we'll say -3. So -3. You're shooting with the machine gun or
Yeah.
the rifle?
The rifle can see the has a lot better.
Okay.
Well, he can see more of the vehicle, but he can't really see shit other than the driver.
All right. So the assault rifle is going to fire at him. All right. So you're at 0. I am at 2.
So I got 3 shots.
With the machine gun, yes.
Ouch.
Oh. Okay, so I'm at 2, so I need a 4. Yeah.
Nothing to it.
Yep, I beat you. But I did take 3 suppression. Which, what is our command here? 3? Actually, that's going to be a test because they're a fire team. They're separate teams right now. So this fire team is actually going to have to take a command test because their command is, they're only soldiers. Oh, they fail. So they're actually going to be suppressed.
Ouch.
They just took a lot of fire and they said, holy shit.
Well,
Careful, boys.
so
The machine or the rifle now will fire at the vehicle.
And so he'll take a single pop at the driver.
Oh no. So -3.
Okay.
So yeah. So I need a 4. We don't get it. It's a hit. 4+, you kill the driver. No, the Humvee is killed.
Oh man.
And the suppression on the vehicle. So he's killed the vehicle driver. That's right. My guy with the M60 and the top's going to get revenge.
He might be able to deal with that.
Hopefully. So we're going to fire back. Yeah.
I think you got him.
Yeah, he's probably dead. It's a 5 against a 2. Yeah. I don't know if you can beat those with
I can't.
a 2. No.
I don't think I can beat any of them.
Nope. No. He's just dead. And you take 3 suppression, so he's actually going to have to take a suppression check too.
Okay. So suppression check.
Fails, so he is suppressed. So it was a 2-man team, 3-man team, 4-man team. Looks like El Salam is in charge there. So this guy is suppressed. So suppressed means they're like -2 movement, -2 shooting. They can't really do much else. They can't do any commands but rally, yada yada yada.
No, that was my
All right,
shooting.
let's do this. So I gotta get the initiative here. You're gonna be at.
Were you doing any other firing back?
I don't really have anything
Okay.
else in line of sight, so yeah, that's that.
Well, I did shoot at him, so he could
Oh,
obviously fire back.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Because it stands now, we're both going to be at -1 on our command for initiative because we both have a suppressed unit.
Yeah.
If I kill him, you're going to not have a suppressed. I'm going to be at -1.
Can't be killing people.
And I need to have. Yeah, I can't get initiative.
Well,
Which means you're going to be able to run off the board. So it's basically over at this point.
he's within 5, and basically what this is looking like is,
Well, it's command phase, but
well,
he will be able to run off.
he'll be off, and I can bring the truck back to cover him too.
Yep. Yeah, so Salam's going to escape. Yeah. I can't really stop him. Now, we could keep going and say I have to get off the board. We could keep
But I
going.
can't really stop you from getting off the board either. I mean,
Well, I mean, just to try to keep my operators from dying. Or we could just call it, or I could try to say I'm going to keep going and I'm going to get to that building. I'm going to see if I can find any intelligence at all. Or we could just call it and say good game.
at this point, I think we ought to call it rather than changing objectives, because
Okay.
they were very much just getting Salam off the board.
Yeah.
Was all they were focused on.
Okay. So we'll call it. We'll say that the terrorists all withdraw. Task Force Padilla is going to be able to pull back. Task Force Mountain is going to pull back. They lost 1 man, a driver. Terrorists lost several more, but that's to be expected. So we'll come back to wrap it up. So Andre did a really good job collecting the intel in the very first part of the mission.
And that's what's really going to count towards moving on to the next part of the campaign, is that mission. So Andre will continue being the operators. I was trying to think of a way to make it so one of us didn't have to be the terrorist every time, but I mean, we could also work in terrorist attack missions too.
This is true. Travis did try to demo a slightly more difficult version of coming at it and showed just how difficult it can be when you don't have total tactical surprise.
Yeah, especially when you're coming into an area where there's a lot of people walking around and hanging out, it makes it hard. So Andre definitely took the safest course of action to go up the building here, get the intel, exfil, and you're done. Coming in over here or over there is more challenging because there's more guys that are in the area.
You also can't move up or down tactically.
Right.
Which
that increases the odds.
Huge.
You know, that makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just say, but if you say you can't move tactically, then you're getting to roll every time. There's too many rolls at that point. So that's why I added the tactical movement thing, because it's like, well, there's got to be a way for them to move sneakily, because if anyone facing the direction within 24 gets to roll every time they move, that's going to be a lot of chances to get a 6.
Well, and when you've got this kind of disparity in force levels with the operators against your, basic militia guys, it's usually going to be that kind of overwhelming, unless something really surprising happens, or the rules are just against you.
Yep. So yeah, it was a good mission. Andre did a good job. Over here, I could have done better. I probably could have got Salam if I could have gotten the initiative at least once during all of that.
Yeah, I was just waiting for this hail of grenades to come in.
Oh, it would have been. It would have been raining grenades. Frags, because all these guys have a frag.
Maybe, I probably should have been trying to put everyone on Overwatch every time just to be able to...
That would have been a good idea. In case I did get the initiative and popped around, you could have at least taken a shot at me. And, well, Salam has a good command. So if he would have actually moved up here and got within command range or whatever of these guys, they would have had a lot easier time going on Overwatch. Because his command is 5.
Yeah.
But that would have put him a lot closer to the danger.
He was, the whole point was we're just trying to cover him and sacrifice our lives to get him off the board to fight another day.
Yep, and he made it. So Salim al-Salam, second in command of the Order of the True Prophet, has escaped, at least in this pseudo game we just played. That didn't really count. But it's just a way to show it. First game was really quick, so we thought we would run through it again. But I've always had fun in this mission. I think this is the kind of mission this game is designed for.
Yeah.
A stealth mission. And I was telling Andre, I did a live stream last night. One of the things I mentioned in that live stream was that you could play a game totally solo game.
Oh, I can.
With this game, you wouldn't even need an opponent if you designed it properly and had patrols and random facings.
Well, yeah, in your when you were playing against me, without being, so long as I was undetected, and which was the whole time, it was all predetermined or random. You didn't have to make any decisions about what anyone was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you could very much. If you're just trying to break through a set of patrols or whatever, it's pretty easy to solo it.
Yeah, definitely. So, anyway, Operation Gadget was a success. Task Force Padilla has gathered some intelligence on a possible nuke for money handover between the Army and the OTP terrorists. So the next time we play, we're going to be doing a mission called Sweeping Clear. There's 2 versions of that mission, and it's based on the results of this mission itself. So since Andre didn't get detected, the next mission is going to be a patrol from Task Force Mountain is doing a routine sweeping clear of another part of the city, and they're going to find something during that sweep. I'll just say that. And that's going to corroborate the intel we got tonight, and it's going to put everything into perspective, and we're going to know exactly what's going on.
if they can complete that mission. So anyway, yeah, this was kind of the second part of the mission, of this mission, called Long Time No See. But anyway, yeah, it was fun. I just could not get the initiative. It was really hard to get the initiative. All it was going to take was one time, and
Oh, you would have just ended me.
I could have threw just a hail of grenades, 4 frags, and just nailed half of you.
I did have 2 stun dudes over there.
That's true.
So, but still, 2 grenades would have ended it, because once my command and initiative went down to 2,
that would have been over.
then yeah, you just can.
Another thing that hurt me was not getting Task Force Mountain in on that first try.
Yeah.
If I would have had another turn to get these guys up further,
then you could have actually had an effect. Yeah.
I could have actually got up there and
But it
put
was
some serious
basically over by
firepower.
the time they came in.
Yeah, missing that was a huge part of the mission. But that's why I dropped it to Elite Sergeant, because Elite Commander. Well, actually, these aren't elite, but just as a side note, Elite Sergeant is a 5, not a 6. So if there's a 6, you have to roll equal to or under. You can't fail. So obviously, Elite Sergeant at least gives you a small chance to fail, which we did here. So anyway, that's that. So thanks for watching this one. Hopefully you guys liked Spectre. I like it. I think Andre likes it, and we'll throw in some Spectre missions and continue the campaign, as part of the rotation. I think next time we got to play some Chain of Command. It's been a little while for that.
Yeah.
I want to do a BEF versus German. For some reason, I've just been feeling that lately. So, anyway, thanks for watching. As usual, check out our Facebook group and our Patreon page if you would like to be one of the operators or one of anyone on this in this
Or
game.
a terrorist.
Or a terrorist. Sure, we can add a L Addy to your name and make you a terrorist. Andre al-Baghdadi.
Okay. Mixed emotions there.
Yeah. So anyway, check out the Patreon page if you want to be part of this part of the mission. Sign up for that. That's that. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.